Hello and welcome to Circulate by CDA with me, Stuart Aldis. Over the last few weeks I've had many instant messages on Facebook and emails and phone calls about website security and what it all means. Now, as you know, if you've not watched any of my other videos, I really hate jargon. So lots of people refer to website security with a lot of jargon. You might have heard things such as SSL, which stands for Secure Socket Layer, or HTTPS, which stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. Basically, it's the terminology that we use to describe if the website is secure or not. And you might have heard of it by a much more normal name, which is a website security certificate. If you're not quite sure what that means, if you go to any website right now and look at the address bar in your browser, you should either see a padlock or the word secure, depending on what browser you're using. If you don't have one on your website, then I suggest you get one added very quickly. Why do you need one? Well, there's quite a few reasons. The first is to make sure that any data that is submitted on your website is encrypted. So if you have a user account and people have to log in, or you have contact forms, or you have eCommerce functionality, or transactional reasons for people to log in, then you must make sure your website is secure. The second thing that people are unsure of is, what effect does it have on my website in terms of Google rankings? So if your website isn't secure, we know from Google's algorithm that Google prefers websites that are secure and will rate those above websites that are not secure. How do you add a security certificate? So if you are in charge of your website hosting and you know who the hosting company is, usually it's a simple case of logging into your admin panel and ordering a security certificate, create a support ticket and ask your hosting company to install it. If that's a little bit beyond you and you don't have access to the hosting, then by all means, speak to a web agency like CDA and give us a call and we'll be able to help you. It's not a hard thing to do, but it's something you really should get done on your website. Make sure it's secure. With the complete expansion of what we call open source content management systems, in a previous video I mentioned WordPress and Magento and these sort of platforms, it's imperative you keep the website secure. Not only from the perspective of your clients, but in the perspective of Google, but also about your business reputation. You may have sometimes gone to a website and it comes up on the page, website unsecure, and you have to click a link to get to it. Well, if that happens, it means your security certificate has expired. Imagine how people feel when they go to your website and the first thing they see is not your homepage, but a message saying your website isn't secure. So think about your brand reputation. It's so important that that never happens. With most hosting companies and most web agencies, they will diarise when your security certificate is due for renewal. Always keep an eye on it. If you want to know when your security certificate is due for renewal, if you go to the browser right now and look at your website, click where it says the security certificate and it will tell you the expiry date. People usually tend to buy them for a 12-month period. Keep your website clean. We mentioned earlier about open source content management systems like WordPress. It's imperative that we don't let attacks hit your website. Having security certificates in place will help prevent that. Of course, you still need to keep the website up to date themselves with plugins and security patches, but having a security certificate really will help. If you'd like any more advice or information, then please feel free to instant message me or get in touch, and I hope that's helped. In the meantime, thank you for watching and please stay safe.